Good morning, welcome to a morning outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 18th of April. So last day of the normal trading week for many today. We have got some key news out this morning. At 8:15 we get the French services PMI, and then at 8:30 we get the German manufacturing and services PMI, and then we get at 9 o'clock the complete European data. So it's busy morning for the euro. At 9:30 we've got retail sales for the UK, so it may be a point to pause and wait for a short while this morning before jumping in, but we'll see. And then we've got core retail sales US and Canada at 1:30, so there's some data coming out today, may create some volatility in the markets. For now, let's have a look at the technicals, starting off with the euro dollar as ever. And well, we've the euro's sitting there. Yesterday put another shooting star in, really. Candle there. It's not looking the strongest, although it's pitching up again this morning as I speak. It's having an attempt, but really what I'm looking at there is still well, I'll come back in a moment to the bigger time frame, but on the short-term time frame, if it were to just be stalling around here and start rolling over, I may look to be selling it back towards yesterday's lows and further. As I said yesterday morning, I do have a little sort of swing short on this just to give it a try, but we'll see how it all pans out. But for now, I'm more bearish than bullish. It is holding up pretty well, to be fair, but not overly convincing each afternoon selling off, so we'll see. Right, that's the euro. These numbers are going to obviously make a big, or say a big effect, could have a biggish effect from 8:15 onwards. Right, that's the euro dollar. Let's have a look at the pound then. Well, the pound sold off yesterday, never got as far as I thought it might have yesterday, but it's still got a chance. Very small ranging day yesterday. It's very tight there. No news out until 9:30. We've got a bit of news out on the retail sales, so just see what the consumers are doing. May just finish the week off, but as you see, it's still looking relatively weak where it is here. Yep, it's having a little bit of a move, or has had a little bit of a move this morning back into that 60-50. Again, you could be drawing trend lines across the lows here. If it starts rolling through that, well, we could be on for the daily S1 there, but it is slow. But the retail sales have got to be taken into account today. Dollar yen, I was asked to look at this. Special look at this. Where to? Well, it's for me, it's in such a tight range. It's bound to burst at some stage and probably move quite strongly, but it's just such a tiny range at the moment. I prefer the upside, but the fact that it's a bit like the euro in a sense, it's struggled with the upside, that you do wonder if it'll get there, but the very fact that it's holding on there, you think, well, perhaps if it knocks on that door enough, it'll get in. Coming down the time frames, the ranges on a daily basis have been pretty horrible. Well, we'll see. Perhaps today we'll see a bit more price action there. Okay, Aussie dollar. Let's have a look from the dailies first. Well, it's struggled even with the good news on the employment data coming through. It's not really moved too far, and I think these markets were just the volumes through these markets must just have dropped off. I did look at volumes the other day on some of these markets. It's not really clear on this 4 hourly. It's probably not the best one to be looking at. It just looks pretty low altogether. We've seen much higher volumes coming through way back, but let's put this back into a RSI for a moment. Right, so what with the Aussie? It's still erring its way up. That's all I can say. It's not doing it particularly speedily, and it's not managing to hang on to the gains too well. Ugly pictures. I mean, the good news on the employment there, saw it push through. Again, with I mean, if you see a bit of dollar softening or whatever else, we could see all these markets, the euro, the pound, the Aussie, all take advantage of it and push up a bit more. But at the moment it's not looking that impressive. If I mean, again, this could be another trend break. If it breaks the trend, well, look for yesterday's lows, the S1 sort of area. Alternative, it starts pushing up, it's a bit more difficult. There's not an obvious sort of breaking point there. Maybe if post 8 o'clock, after 8 o'clock pivot, and it starts pushing up, well, it could be pushing up towards yesterday's highs, but at the moment it's got that slight hint of the upside, but I really don't like it that much. It's just not enough range in it. And finally, the Canadian dollar, another one that's been just tight old range. It's had a little bit of a sell on some good news yesterday. We saw the dollar sold against it, but it just popped straight back up again, which just reverted back to its sort of trend in terms of, or sideward range, and it's back in that range. It just popped out there, probably took some stops out on its way, but again, just range trading at the moment. So short term, it's got a daily pivot underneath, but it's not very far away. It's not worth the risk. So probably another one to be waited on until it starts breaking out and doing something a bit more clear. So there we go. As I say, just to round up the news then, 8:15, 8:30 and 9 o'clock we've got European, so it's the French, German and European services and manufacturing data. We did see some contraction in those last month, and the traders will be watching that quite carefully. After that we've got retail sales in the UK. 9:30, 1:30 we've got Canada's and US dollar retail sales, so plenty of data coming out, so we'll make it some volatility. Have a great one. Bye for now.